so much. Indeed, a pleasure and honor to be back again. And I just want to say thank you all. I really mean it. This is my wife of 36 years. Her name is Kim. Would you welcome Miss Kim back? Congratulations, lady. And our oldest daughter is standing over here. This is Carly, and this is Connie's granddaughter. When she came to sing, Mom was going through her second bout of cancer. She came to fill in during that time, and she's been singing ever since. And now that Mom doesn't travel at all, she is really making her place in the group. I love her. Carly! And then you know that her sister came 9.5 months early.
No, weeks.
Weeks. 9.5 weeks early. And she's a special young, and Lexi's at home. She's been on this stage too when she was about 10, singing with her little ukulele. Roy Webb is playing piano. Tony Griffith's on the bass. Paul Rogers on the drums. Thank you guys for helping out tonight. So Mom and Dad send their very best. Mom is still dealing with that brain fog and dizziness that she has the last 4 years. She's been to Mayo Clinic, to Duke, to Carolina, all these places. They can't seem to put their finger on it. But she is still my mom, and she can answer the phone and say, honey, I love you, and I'm proud of you, and still make some great fried chicken. Dad, he had a fall almost 5 weeks ago. He had brain bleeds on both sides, and he passed out and just hit the floor. And he had to go to the hospital. And I thought possibly he had another stroke, but there was no sign of that. Well, 3 days ago, my brother, I don't want to say how much I miss my brother tonight. We worked for 41 years together with our family, my parents. And he sold his house, moved back into Mom and Dad's, really looking after them. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, and it's the first time my dad in 42 years has missed the Quartet Convention. Since they reorganized back in 1982, he hasn't missed one except this year. So they send their best. Dad is still raising cattle. Mom's still raising cane. I was down there the other day, and Mom was chewing on Dad, and he finally said, Connie, you know, the book of Proverbs says it's better to live on the rooftop of a house than it's inside with a nagging woman. And she said, well, get on up there then. So Mom and Dad send their very, very best, okay? They do. Thank you. So they have 65 years, they've traveled, and they have served the Lord a long, long time. And I love them, and they've come too far to look back. Can you give me a C, Roy?
I've come too far to look back. My feet have walked through the valley. Would you sing it with us? I've climbed mountains, crossed rivers, desert places I've known. But I'm nearing the home shore. The Redeemer rejoicing.
That's right.
Heaven's angels are singing. I've come too far to look back. I think they got one more in there. Can y'all sing that? Miss Connie sang this for, Lord, what, 25 years?
Long time.
Long time. She's a good, godly woman. She may not be able to get up here anymore and tell you how much she loves Jesus, but boy, she's serving him like she never has. And you know what? She's serving him right now by serving her husband and taking care of him. But if she were here, she would sing, I've come too far to look back. My feet have walked through the valley.
Sing it out, you know it.
I've climbed mountains, crossed rivers, desert places I know.
So it's okay, we're just family. We're just talking about, we had a program, but we've kind of diverted a little bit. And it's been an interesting year since we were here last year. And the road is good, but it is rough. So I want you to do what you do. We'll cut out the one song, so we'll stay on time.
Well, everybody take a deep breath. I'm about to make my debut speaking here. Most of you know my dad's health journey, but I figured I'd go ahead and give you an anatomy lesson anyway. All of us here, hopefully everybody here, we are born with what are called vertebral arteries, 2 of them at the base of the brain. They keep us conscious and sentient, and they're responsible for feeding us blood and oxygen. And Dad back here, he was born with only 1. And that caused a series of 10 strokes between 2016 and 17. And then we met a very brilliant neurologist who determined that he had a very rare condition called arterial tortuosity syndrome, which makes all of his veins, capillaries, arteries, they kink, they coil, and they crimp. And that crimping is what caused all of those initial strokes. So we had a stent placed in 2017, but we fast forward to January of this year when Dad's having a meeting on the coast of South Carolina, and Mom gets a call, and he says, "Kim, I've had another episode," which is mansplaining downplay for stroke. So we bring him home, and because of his condition, he has lots of testing and exams all throughout the year. So Dr. D, his neurologist, which that's what we call him because he's from India and we can't actually pronounce his real name. He says, "I don't understand, your angiogram just a few short weeks ago, it said that you were nowhere near the occlusion that you have to have for us to do an interventional procedure. This makes no sense." But regardless, they took him down and they performed an angioplasty, which is the balloon through the brain. And when Dr. D, this great man of science, came to the waiting room to my mom and I, he was nearly in tears. He said, "I'm so sorry. But if you think of that artery and the blood like a straw, your dad had less than a thread. He was 99.999% occluded or closed off. And that's brain death. Today could be a very different day for us." But every time we see this doctor, he tries to reiterate to us that the life is in the blood. And so not only am I incredibly grateful for the physiological blood that is once again flowing through that artery, but did you know that the life is in the blood? You see, there's a stream that started flowing more than 2,000 years ago. And if I can just put my big old ego to the side and jump into that stream, there's so much redemption from my addiction and my depression and my anxiety and my family's dissension, anything else that you might need. Jump in.
I remember who I was lost and blind. I was running out of time. Sin separated. The breach was far too wide. But from the far side of the chasm, you held me in your side. So you made a way across the great divide. Left behind heaven's home to build it here inside. And there at the cross, you paid the debt I owed. inside country of sin. You were buried for 3 days, but then you walked right out again. And now death, it has no sting, and life, it has no name. For I have been transformed by the blood of the Lamb. Jesus, for the thank you, Jesus, it has washed me white. Thank you, Jesus, you have saved my life. Brought me from the darkness into glorious light. There is nothing stronger than the wonder-working power of the that calls the sons and daughters. We are ransomed by our Father through the blood. There is nothing stronger than the wonder-working power of the Thank you, Jesus, for the blood. Thank you, Jesus, it has washed me white. Thank you, Jesus, you have saved my life and brought me from the darkness into glorious light. So now we can sing glory to His name.
Sing it.